Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Fatigue Warrior or Mill Warrior, the very heavy control type of warrior deck that has seen some increased play as of late. Its recent renewal in fame can be traced back to HET Toronto tour stop where Fatigue Warrior was part of ODemian's tournament winning lineup. This particular build that I have been playing is almost the same but not quite. I have chosen to cut one Shield Slam for Skulking Geist. ODM didn't use a Skulking Geist in the tournament, but Skulking Geist is a good card for a ladder deck, so it's highly recommended to find some way to fit it in. Some people also cut one of the Brawls for it, but it all depends on what you're facing and what's your taste like. So what does this deck do? Looking at the deck, it doesn't have anything that wins games, except it has 2 copies of Dead Man's Hand, which means that when you have 2 copies of Dead Man's Hand in your hand, and you use one of them to shuffle cards back into your deck, it shuffles the copy of the other Dead Man's Hand into the deck, and then when you draw it again, you have 2 copies of Dead Man's Hand in your hand again, and you can shuffle, and then you can shuffle, and shuffle, and shuffle, and you can go infinite and you will never run out of cards. This by itself is a very slow way to win a game, but the other card that's a crucial part of the combo is the Cold Light Oracle, which draws 2 cards for you and forces the opponent to also draw 2 cards. So when you have all Cold Light Oracles, you shuffle more Cold Light Oracles into your deck with Dead Man's Hand, then you play Cold Light Oracle to draw those Cold Light Oracles and Dead Man's Hand again, then you will rapidly start depleting your opponent of cards. What you really want to accomplish in a slow matchup with this deck is to thin your hand. You want to have only the essentials, only the key cards that you want to keep shuffling again and again, which is the Dead Man's Hands, the Cold Light Oracles. And then depending on the matchup, you might want to have some Ringidons over there to gain some additional armor, and you might want to have some removal, which is typically Execute, because you're usually in Scourgelord Garrosh form, so your hero power always enables the Execute. But it can also even be a Brawl sometimes. It really depends on what threats your opponent has available. So that's how you win slow matchups. What about aggro? Against aggro, the endless shuffle is unnecessary. What you really want to do is remove their threats. You might play some Cold Light Oracles to increase card draw at some point. You might even shuffle some Cold Light Oracles back, but just using 2 Dead Man's Hands as they are is always sufficient against aggro. You don't have to keep shuffling again and again. The more important thing is to remove the threats that they're able to put on the board so that you're able to win the game. This deck is also known as the Paladin Destroyer. At HET Toronto, for example, the deck boasted nearly an 80% win rate against Paladin, and actually on ladder I have even higher than that. Against Paladin, it's not as good against everything else, but it really wrecks those aggressive Paladin archetypes, because the deck has tons of removal. There's AoEs in the forms of Whirlwind, in the form of Bloodrazor, the hero power from Scourgelord Garrosh. There's Brawls, there's Sleep with the Fishes to enhance your Whirlwind effects, there's Executes, there's Shield Slam. There is just so much removal in this deck. You can destroy threat after threat after threat, and in suitable matchups you just shuffle even more removal into your deck before using it, so it's very hard to run out. So how do you mulligan with this deck? When you're in an aggro matchup, you're first and foremost looking for the Bloodrazor. Bloodrazor is so good there. You can also keep stuff like Whirlwind, Sleep with the Fishes, Acolyte of Pain. If you know that the opponent is a board flooding deck like Paladin decks, you can even keep a Brawl. And then you just roll from there, start removing their stuffs, look for opportunities to draw more cards. That's the way. When you're up against something like a Priest, which is a tougher matchup, you want to keep the Geist. There are so many combo Priests on the ladder, you want to remove that combo from them. You may also be looking for something like an Execute, so if they try to go for not a lethal combo, but like make a big 10-10 or 12-12 or something very early on before you can Geist away their inner fire, then Execute enables you to deal with that kind of a threat. Finally, if you're up against a Warlock, Cube-Lock, Control Warlock, that kind of decks, you're looking for Skulking Geist, and if you know it's a Cube-Lock or runs the Skull of Manary, you're also looking for Harrison Jones. You want to deny those 3 demons coming on the board, and you want to deny those Rin and Dark Pact type of plays as well. The main way to lose against Control Warlock with this deck is that they get a very early Rin, they kill off that Rin, and they manage to burn your deck. And good Control Warlock players even delay burning your deck, so they try to get you to fatigue first, and then you will have to use a Dead Man's Hand, and then they will go with the Azari. Unless, of course, you're able to dirty rat the Azari from their hand. As always, I've prepared some gameplay material of this deck for you, a couple of games showing how it handles aggro decks, and one excruciatingly long game that shows how it may or may not be able to handle a Control Priest. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. Now let's go fatigue some people. I think I'll keep just Brawl and look for Whirlwind effects. So you've seen the light that is Fibonacci. Well, I just need to play various archetypes. I still prefer playing the Nesot build. But I played that quite a lot already, so going in with some gameplay with this variant as well. If he follows this up with a Rallying Blade, that's relatively strong. I think this is just a Dirty Rat on 2. His deck doesn't really have tools that are scary against a Rat on 2. It's Murloc Paladin, by the way. I was expecting something else. Double Dead Man's Hand in Hand. That's never great. Next turn he can play the General Megasaur. I think I want to Whirlwind now. And I can coin Brawl. Whirlwind now leaves him with 1 fewer Murloc. He can also play Call to Arms next turn. If he plays Call to Arms, I will have to... I'll save the Whirlwind. I'll save the Whirlwind. If he plays Call to Arms, I'll have to Brawl anyway. Interesting choice, preserving the Divine Shield on that minion. Very interesting. Oh, that's a good Blood Razor. Yeehaw! Let's Razor down that fellow over there. That is good. And then we'll see what he's able to come up with next. I guess he didn't have Megasaur and he didn't have Call to Arms. If he had either of those, he probably would have played it, right? So I could attack with the weapon. But if I play Geist, I will lose my Whirlwinds anyway. So I think it's better to simply use a Whirlwind effect here. Whirlwind effect and armor up a little bit. I think this is fine. I still have the Blood Razor charge and sleep. He has no way to freeze my face. He can get some taunt minions, but none of them are that intimidating from his deck. So this should be okay. 1 Whirlwind in the deck that's going to get burned if I play the Geist. And there's a Shield Slam that's going to get burned. How much do I care? Does he have some buffs because he hasn't played anything? So is his hand like Blessing of Kings and something? Hard to say. I could try to figure out more about his hand with the Dirty Rat. There could also be stuff like Tarim over there. But I can rat into Brawl later. It's fine to play a Geist. That's fine here. The 4/6 body means that Blessing of Kings on that is not very strong. Let's see about this. There's no great Tarim board for him here. I mean, these cards, I'm reading that there's buffs and Tarim. Could be Gentle Megasaur maybe. No Call to Arms. Oh. Interesting. Now I obviously could deal with this in numerous ways. One of them being just hit him in the face and sleep. I think I want to check what he's holding in his hand first. It was a silence effect. Okay, then there's another card that he's been holding on to for a long time as well. But I think this will be a sleep board. That's fine. I'll just sleep those fellows away. I will still have the rat. So I'll still have a minion of my own remaining. He lost the silence. He lost both war leaders. But there's still the Megasaurs. He hasn't played any Call to Arms yet. Ooh, Vine Cleaver. I've seen this one teched into Murloc Paladin recently a few times. Interesting. It can be bad if he finds something like a Tarim to go with it. But I need to just armor up and chill for now. I have the Brawl available. He could like hit my face, Tarim. Hero Power Tarim. That's unlikely to happen though. He would play Tarim when he wants to attack. And this card here, I'm a little bit concerned about what that one is. Because if there's a Tarim, then that's going to be 18 damage already from those. Which is quite a bit. But I can wait another turn. I don't have to use the Brawl yet. And Dry Whisker's fine. I can just go with the Dry Whisker here. I can give him his Tarim turn if that's what he wants. But I don't have a really strong read on this. It has only been in his hand for 2 turns. He's going to keep whacking away with the Vine Cleaver most likely. Or maybe not. Found the Megasaur. Some small buffs. It's still cool. Still holding on to that card. Well, it could be like Call to Arms too. I suppose I will have to Brawl this board. Yeah, I think this board is a little bit too dangerous. Then I can try to get a couple of draws. It's unlucky that I have double Deadman's Hand in hand. But I can try to get a couple of draws with the Acolyte and slamming my own Acolyte, which draws me 2 cards. So that should bring me closer to some of the tools I might need in order to stabilize completely. And well, Gershel, Garrosh and Blood Razor are definitely some of the tools I can use. That was a top deck that Call to Arms, so I still don't know what this card is. I really want to know. It was a wrong order. Obviously he wanted to knife chop. What? That's not how any of this works. That just wasn't how any of this works. Well, because that's a full board clear. Seems like a decent thing. And then we hit there, and then we have a board clear over there. Nice. There's 12 cards left, I have 9 cards left. Both my Cold Eyed Oracles are still in the deck. Yeah, I think this starts to look like a win. But it should be. This is my best matchup with this deck. For example, at HCT Toronto, Fatigue Warrior beat Paladin almost 80% of the time. It was one of the most lopsided matchups in the entire tournament. There is no way. Absolutely no way. He doesn't have any outs. Yes, he realized that. I'm gonna try with something like this. Yes, this deck looks like it can outlast pretty much any control deck. Well, that's kind of the purpose. You just need to be careful about what you shuffle. Hi, Telespeel. Good to see you. So not a big priest, this one. Combo priest. I'm playing a YOLO rat here. I know he has a couple of dragons in hand. They're unlikely to be very big dragons at this point. Of course, if that turns out to be Ysera, then I guess I got lucky with my YOLO. can go into Blood Razor, which I can kill that one, and the rat can kill the other one. But I just wanted to possibly deny some dragon synergies so that he can't play like a Dragonid Operative and get to steal stuff from my deck, because if he can get some Deadman's Hands, for example, that would completely nullify my win condition. So many options. I think slam and trade with the Dirt Rat is fine here. He obviously has, well, yeah, I know he had one dragon in hand. Yeah, I think I'm slamming there. Dirt Rat can trade. Then let's chill. Then I have shield block, shield slam if he has the Dragonid Operative now. Which is something he very well could have. I still haven't established whether this is a combo priest or something else. Yeah, the Operative was picked from the Historian. And that is the classic pick, especially when you don't know what you're up against just yet. But I can do shield block, shield slam on the Operative now. So I can get rid of that one. I don't have any more card draw. Oh, that's nice. Shadow or Death? I still don't know if it's combo priest. That 6 health can be dangerous if it's combo, and useless if it's not. 12, 24. I think I'm just chilling here though. But if he buffs it up, I can't attack into it. That's pretty bad. I could have also went with the execute play. Yeah. Maybe I should have went with the Acolyte and execute. That probably indicates some kind of control speed priest build. Yeah, it usually does. It usually does. Although lots of combo priests are taking in 1 death because of Mountain Giants. But that Elise now definitely indicates a control build. So now there is no doubt anymore about that. But he could be running Geist, so getting rid of my 1 mana spell is fine here. Let's draw more cards. I think I'll execute the Elise here. I guess that's fine. Immediate Ungor back from Shadow Visions. That's pretty lucky, by the way. When you have 21 cards in your deck, most of them are spells, and you try the Shadow Visions for the pack, your chance of success is around 20% or so. Now he could have 1 mana spells. Nice. I think brawling is too early. 7 cards in hand. Let's draw a card. I don't want to slam yet because I might be able to find an execute later. I think I'm just geisting here. He doesn't have any 1 mana spells in that build. Not even Pint-Sized Potion. Not even Powered Shield. I don't think I've come across this control build before. Usually they do have some 1 mana spells in them. But this is good for me, because now my brawl is improved. He obviously has at least another Ungoro pack, maybe 2, so there's that. This is already a board that I want to brawl. I believe it is. Do I want to drive Whisker into brawl? Yeah, sure. It's unlikely that I can grab a lot of armor from him, from minions. But let's do this. This also increases my chances of winning the brawl to 33%. That is quality quality warrior gameplay. You brawl, your biggest minion wins. The way it's meant to be played. He found his Geist. Now has another 2 Ungoro cards left. Sometimes lucky, yeah. I can slam here to draw a card. Probably not the time to Dirty Rat yet. Let's just shield block, draw another card. Trade away that minion. Armor up some more. 7 cards in hand, 8 cards in deck. Oh, a Stormwatcher. And a Glimmer Root. Oh dear, oh dear. That Glimmer Root can be very powerful. I haven't found any Cold-Eyed Oracles yet. Both Cold-Eyed Oracles in the bottom. And I really want to shuffle them because that's how I want to win the game. His early Ungoro pack, which was full of minions by the way, has allowed him to apply some pressure here. I could go for another Dry Whisker into Brawl type of thing. What if the Stormwatcher wins? I think it's acceptable. Let's Rat. He should have some dragon in hand at least. Cabal Shadow Priest. It's not bad either. Grab the armor. I can afford to brawl this, yes. Then I don't have any brawls to shuffle back in. But it should be okay. So there's still another 2 Dragonid operatives coming. And that can be a problem. Why would he play Greater Healing Potion? He wants to make room in hand for another Ungoro pack. Missed 4 damage, by the way. That doesn't matter at all. I'm not here to hit him in the face. And he would have healed that with the Great Healing Potion anyway. Or if he didn't, he would have used Hero Power in a couple of turns. Okay, Katsalinas. Good night. But yeah, that sort of considerations just don't matter when you're playing this deck. But now I don't have anything to do. He's trying to keep his hand size low for the Ungoro pack. Both my oracles in the bottom 5 cards, by the way. Oh, it's not just for the pack, he's also trying to avoid getting mailed. But those operatives can discover dead man's hands. If he discovers 2 copies of dead man's hand... Well, this is awkward. Two Cold-Eyed Oracles, Blood Razor and Scourgelord Garrosh. The final cards.
The light has betrayed me.
I want to shuffle those Cold-Eyed Oracles. I can't find a Whirlwind effect. There are 2 in the bottom 3 cards. So I have to keep waiting, right? I think I have to wait some more. And the next card better not be a Cold-Eyed Oracle. If the next card is a Cold-Eyed Oracle, then that's a problem.
Let me change your mind.
This is awkward. Yeah, I guess it is. No, it's the good old Scourgelord. So this turn we Scourge Lord and we kill these minions here. Is he going to have weapon removal in that deck? That's very much possible. Yeah, I need to play the Scourge Lord. And remove some power from the board. He's very much likely that he has weapon removal. He's not playing Dragon Operatives, by the way, because he wants to use them to get Dead Man's Hands. He needs to... And he has 2 Dragon Operatives left. He already had a Dead Man's Hand from the Glimmer route. Okay. Well, that's a high roll if I ever saw one. It isn't actually even the first time that I see that happen. But Glimmer route that came from the Ungoro pack, giving him a Dead Man's Hand.
The shadows grow short.
Alright. And he shuffled the Pyros in as well.
I'm almost out of cards.
Does that mean that he wins? He has 20 cards in the deck. That's a lot of cards. I need to hit here. If I draw with the Acolyte, then...
What now?
5 mana. I end up shuffling Bloodraiser again. I need to kill the minions. Then I do this. Okay, so now I have the Cold Lights. The problem is the Bloodraiser. Now he's looking for additional copies of Dead Man's Hand. 1 out of 9 to find it. Or there are 9 cards to find it, so he finds it less than half of the time. I want to play another Bring It On too. Hit the Whirlwind, hit there. So I hit here.
I must choose.
I have 9 cards in hand. I equip the Bloodraiser. Play Bring It On. Trade with that one. Go back to 9 cards in hand. It's 9 cards in hand, 18 in deck. I know he has the 6/6 Pyros, and he's going to get the 10/10 Pyros after that. I didn't know he had a Bone Drake though. That's annoying. I'll need to double sleep. 7 cards in hand. I double sleep this board that cost me 6 mana. I can't play a Bring It On yet. I have to draw the Dead Man's Hand. But I'll double sleep this board. I could have burnt the 10/10 Pyros. That was a mistake, by the way. I really should have burnt the 10/10 Pyros. I should have burnt the 10/10 Pyros. That was a mistake. It's not unrecoverable because I have execute. He's looking for the dead man's hands. If he can find a dead man's hand, he's in such a good spot. Yeah, because I didn't burn the 10 pyros. There's my other dead man's hand again. I want to shuffle again. Yeah, I do want to shuffle now. I can hit there and sleep. I can hit here. And I can sleep. And I can play one Bring It On. And I can play one Oracle. I'm just burning very insignificant cards from him right now. Nine cards in hand, 8 cards in deck. I'm at 22. I'm not in a hurry here.
What now?
I want to equip the Blood Razor. Eight cards in hand. I can play an Oracle. I find another dead man's hand. Is this the hand I want to shuffle? 9 cards in hand, 6 cards in deck. Yeah, let's shuffle these back in. This should be still fine, I think. I think this might still turn out okay. Nine cards in hand, but man, this is difficult. He has 9 cards in hand too. So I need to execute the pyros. If I go down to 12, can he kill me from 12? No, he cannot kill me from 12. I don't have to go down to 12 though. 8 cards in hand. I can play Bring It On here. I can play an Oracle. Eight cards in hand. Okay. There's another Pyros. I can execute that Pyros too. I could also triple sleep that Pyros. I need to get rid of some of these sleeps, right? So I can either execute or I can triple sleep. 9 cards in hand, 10 cards in deck. This is a triple sleep turn, right?
I must choose.
I think this is a triple sleep turn. I need to get rid of some of these cards here. Okay, I'm still at 20. I still have a pair of executes left.
Once upon a time.
Oh no, he's able to discover dragons. That's nice for him.
I dream and the world trembles.
There's additional copies of Ysera. That's also nice for him. So I want to execute the Ysera. Okay, we hit there. I go to 15. 15 is safe. I execute the Ysera. 10 cards in hand. I have 9 cards in deck. I have 3 more oracles in the deck, so I can play double oracle here. Need to find the dead man's hand again. Needs to burn one of the pyroses.
I must choose.
Yeah, I know I can play 2 oracles. I can also play a Bring It On here. That's fine too. I have 5 cards left, he has 9 cards left. My hand is starting to shape up to what I want it to be. There's another dead man's hand. Is this a good hand now to shuffle? I would like to shuffle more oracles, to be honest. There are another 2 oracles left. I want to shuffle 2 oracles. Can I find my oracles? I couldn't find oracles. Oh no.
I must choose.
That's a problem. Next turn I'm guaranteed to draw an oracle. I can use a Bring It On here. Another hallucination. He has Morne despite historians. I have sleeps, I have executes. I can only shuffle 1 oracle again though.
I see gold in your future.
Do I still need sleeps?
I'm almost out of cards.
I think I still need sleeps, right? So I shuffle again. How many cards does he have left? He has 6 cards left.
What now?
How many cards? He has milled a lot of cards. This is an acceptable hand to shuffle. So we shuffle again. Then we double trade there. Trade. Whirlwind. Execute the Twilight Drake. 7 cards in hand. Play another oracle. Okay, there's 3 cards left in the deck. I'm at 27.
I dream of a world.
There's another Ysera. I have plenty of executes remaining. There's another sleep. So this can go face. Only 1 oracle. I'm a little low on oracles. That's my problem right now. I may have made some mistakes here. So I'll whirlwind. And I sleep. And I execute the Ysera. And then I play an oracle again.
Almost out of cards.
8 cards in hand.
I'm out of cards.
I managed to mill an operative. Glimmerroot can give him a dead man's hand. Did it? Or is there some other way that he still has a dead man's hand there? Emerald Drake, I still have more executes left. 3 cards in the deck. Is this a good hand to shuffle? A bit too many Bring It Ons, I think. I don't need this many Bring It Ons. So I can Bring It On. I can hit the Whirlwind Sleep. I don't want to shuffle multiple sleeps either. Bring It On. Whirlwind Sleep, that's 6 mana. Then I can Dead Man's Hand again. Yeah, bring it on. Hit there. Whirlwind. Sleep. And then I'll shuffle again. Okay. So I get another Oracle in there. I'm at 32. I have executes left. What does he have? I made a mistake somewhere along the line because I should be able to keep shuffling 2 oracles. So I made a small mistake there. I needed to be able to shuffle more oracles than I did. Which has made this game more difficult than it should be. Do I even need to play an oracle yet?
What now?
I'm at 26. I can afford to wait. I don't have to hurry here. Another 3 Bring-It-Ons in hand. Another pair of Bring-It-Ons in deck. I probably do need to play the Oracle. I guess. 8 cards in hand. I'll play an Oracle. I can grab some armor with the Bring It On. I can Whirlwind here. 8 cards in hand, 5 cards in deck. This is starting to be over. Unless he can discover a dead man's hand from hallucination. Can he? No. Yeah, that's cool, that's cool. There's another Oracle, so he draws 6, 7, 8. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. He's dead.
Your victory proves nothing.
Ended up fine. Because he couldn't find the second dead man's hand. If he could find the second dead man's hand early, because he was very good with limiting his hand size, then he would have just won. This is a perfect slam target for me. I really wanted to slam something. So let's slam there. Next turn he can play a Rallying Blade. Dirt Rat is better. Really. Oh, Old Guardian. What's that for a name? You always play Rallying Blade if Acolyte is on the board. I think I just need to slam here. It's going to be better in the long term. I can go Blood Razor and then I can go Acolyte before the second Blood Razor hit. Because now there's no reason to Rallying Blade. Hahaha, that's a nice one. Luckily I can take those Divine Shields away. Unbeknownst to him, but unbeknownst to me. These Divine Shields are going to go.
Back to your homes.
That's a no good one. If he, well, he has a coin, so he can always do something at least.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, alright. So we're hitting this one and playing the Acolyte, right? Do I also want to Dirty Rat? If I rat something like a Righteous Protector, that's going to be really bad though. Righteous Protector is the only real risk. He would not have played it last time because it already has Divine Shield. Tarim is also a bad one. I need to kill that one anyway. I get to draw a card. There are more good ones than bad ones for me to pull. I think I'm ratting here. It was the Righteous Protector. It was the Righteous Protector all along. Well, I guess Rallying Blade is decent enough here. That's a card. It's not a great card, but it's a card. Shield Slam doesn't do anything. Let's hit there a little bit, draw more cards. Shield block. I have 8 cards in hand. I can go down to 6. It will be relatively difficult for him to really punish me for that. He needs to make me draw more than 3 cards. I don't think that's going to happen. It could happen with a Knife Juggler. Is that even much of a punish? I don't think it's even that much of a punish. I think we're rolling like this. Couldn't pop the Divine Shield obviously there, so couldn't get to use the Shield Slam. But that Divine Shield is going to be gone this turn, one way or another. He could have used the Recruit and the Rallying Blade. I think this is weaker. Nine cards in hand. That's fine, that's fine. Then we Shield Slam that fellow over there. We trade away that fellow over there. Armor up a little bit. Alright. I'm back at 31. He hasn't used much of his resources yet though. Scourge Lord is the card that I want to get in this matchup, because then I can deal with all the 1/1 boards. Then he needs to build a much bigger board in order to have anything useful.
Reporting for duty.
You can fill your hand, I don't particularly mind. 9 cards in hand, so... Well, now I could mill with the Cold-Eyed Oracle. Then I will also have to play another card though. Or end up milling myself too. I can probably draw something useful, right? I think this is a good time to use the Cold-Eyed Oracle. Drawing into another Cold-Eyed Oracle was not what I had in mind. Because I still need the Scourge Lord. Now I probably have to use the Dry Whisker here. Everything else is just too good. Let's do this.
My hand is too full.
Milling Lost in the Jungle doesn't really do that much, but
Put this apple on your head.
I have some brawls here and stuff. I just would have wanted to find Garrosh before I shuffle. That was like the main thing that I wanted to do.
Reporting for duty.
But I can't seem to find that right now. That's annoying. 9 cards left. I mean, Brawl also deals with very strong boards. On the other hand, Whirlwind Sleep also deals with his buffed boards pretty effectively. I can't get rid of enough cards to play another Cold Light. Not very well anyway. I could like Whirlwind Sleep. Whirlwind Execute in order to Cold Light. I think I'll just roll. Knife Juggler wins. That's going to be a nice bit of damage. I could have built some more cards actually there with the Cold Light. Maybe I should have done that. Oh, double Knife Juggler. That's actually going to be a lot of damage already.
Reporting for duty.
That's a little bit annoying.
Reporting
Yeah, I should have went with the Whirlwind Sleep Cold Light play, I guess. Because this doubling up of damage from each of these, that's 10 damage from these minions. That was a lot of damage. A lot more than I expected. And now obviously the Cold Light is no longer such a good thing. Let's Whirlwind Sleep now anyway. Can I play another Cold Light? Then I will have no more card draw. No more means of making him fatigue. It's going to be fine. There's also Rat here. What does he have left? He has like maybe another Jailer, Steward, Crystal Lion, Tarim. Putting a Steward for free would not be that great. Rat anyway. Pull a Lion, it's fine. He has a Rallying Blade left too, so he can turn it into a 6/6. Does Dirty Rat kill a minion for him now? No, if you try to Dirty Rat to a full board, it just doesn't do anything.
Reporting for duty.
It does not kill a minion. One level up gone. There's of course another level up left. Maybe there is. I still need to use a sleep here, right? Well, I could also brawl. Yeah, I think it's Blood Razor sleep. So that I can kill everything. I just want to find that Scourge Lord. It's everything I want in this matchup. 5 cards left in the deck. Because now if I have to use the Brawl, I may have to shuffle the Brawl back in as well. Oh, or Harrison would also be sweet. Because there's some damage coming in now. He still has both Stegodons left too. Oh, there's the Scourge Lord finally. So I can armor up, play Scourge Lord hit here. This Whirlwind effect will trigger and then I kill all the minions. That will also give me a little bit of armor. Okay, now we're talking. What's the 15? Is it going that bad? The score seems nice to me. I haven't played well. There's a difference between winning games and playing well. I'm not sure if you have noticed, or but in Hearthstone, winning games and playing well are sometimes completely different things. So there's another level up maybe. But there's double Stegodon, yeah. Why didn't he attack? Oh, Wing Fury is useless.
The victory is yours.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.